What's up guys, this is Virgil Winnell. Today I'm going to show you how to scan in medium format color negative on the Fuji Frontier 3000. Come follow me. Alright guys, once you have your Frontier on, this is when you insert the film, the negative, to the carrier. This is the carrier. It's not an automatic machine. You have to move the negative frame by frame. So it's very important to understand how slow this scanner is. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to press OK here, and I'm going to type in the job's name, which is, this is going to be Alexis. This is an engagement session. I'm going to hit start. And then from here, this is where you select the size of your negative. I'm scanning a 645 negative, shot from my contact 645. So that's going to be 12 by 16. If you're scanning a 35mm, you will choose 12 by 18. And in that case, that's when you change the mask. So the mask is inserted right here. And I'm going to try to bring this to one of the cameras that we have. This is the mask. So the mask is labeled 645. So if you're scanning a 645 from Mamiya or Pentax 645 or Contax, this is the mask that you need. If you're scanning a 6x6, for instance, a 6x6 mask will be more of a square instead of the 645 crop. So this is a square, this is a 6x6. So same thing goes with a 35mm film scanner. You need a 35mm 12 by 18 mask. 6.7, same thing. So if you're scanning a 6.7 negative, this would be the mask that you need. As you can tell, the hole is bigger than the 645 because the 645, 6.7. 6.7 is way bigger, it's a bigger negative, so you're gonna need a bigger mask. These masks are very expensive. They're not the cheapest thing. I want to say they're about between, in the market right now, $700 per piece or more if you're lucky to find them online. So going back to the screen, that's 12 by 18, 12 by 16, 12 by 12. Going back to the mask earlier, 12 by 12, you're gonna need a 6x6 mask to scan 12 by 12. If you shot your negative in a Rolleiflex or a 6x6 Hasselblad, then you're gonna need to change that. So these are the large numbers. These 12, 13, and 14 here, that means that the scanner will scan your negatives large. If you want to scan it medium, then the 35mm will be 8 by 12 right here on 11, 8 by 10, or 6 by 10 for honestly, I don't know what the 6 by 10 is, but 8 by 10, 8 by 12 is what you need. For 4 by 5, or for 645, you need number 10, which is 8 by 10. 35mm, you need 8 by 12. So that's a little breakdown of that. So we're gonna scan now, and I'm gonna choose 12 by 16, and I'm going to insert this negative here, and I'm gonna click all. Negative, it's important to push negative. If you're scanning black and white negative will be your choice. And then I'm going to go ahead and push the carrier inside. But before we do that, I'm gonna bring this camera over. This is the diffusion box. This is very, very important. This is probably one of the most important parts of this scanner. Basically, the scanner, the carrier goes in, the diffusion box lights up, and that's how this whole thing talks, and that's how the whole scanning works. Right now, we're gonna go scan some negatives. Once you push the carrier in, a live view will come up, and this is when the negatives, you slide in and out. So you want to start in the very beginning of your negative. You just feed in and feed it out. So we're gonna start the very first frame. It's live right now, and then once you just want to line it up, line up the negative. Sometimes if you're taking too long to line it up, it'll just disappear. So you just move your mouse, it'll go. Once you see the image, you press enter, this green button, or you press OK here. For viewing purposes, you press OK. Now it's gonna give you, I shoot kind of upside down weird with my camera, so I will press F2 to rotate, or I can press this one here, F2 to rotate. So now that's the basic scan of the negative, and then from there, this is where I make adjustments. I can make adjustments on cyan, magenta, yellow, and density. With density, I can click down, -3, -5, -4 to brighten it. And these are the colors that you are able to use if you want to add some colors. If you want to add more yellow, you can click this. The more you click that, the yellower your image gets. This is to take out yellow and add more blue. Okay. This is to add more magenta. And this button is to reduce more magenta and add more green. Okay. And this is to add more of that there. I think, what is that, Josh? Turquoise? I don't know what that is.
I like turquoise.
Turquoise. And this is to add a little bit more pink tone. Okay. So me personally, I personally like getting a little bit of just, you know, equal tone. Sometimes I'll add a little pink in my work, but I try to avoid it, because for me, when I add pink, sometimes it's too pink or too magenta. So I just kind of it looks good, it looks even, white balance is even. I'm just gonna go with that. So once that's done, I hit start to go to the next one, to the next negative. And sometimes if you're just sitting there for a long time and you're looking at the image and you're not doing anything, this message will pop up saying performing the dark correction, please wait. You just wait. Usually it takes about 30 seconds to a minute, and then you move on to the next negative. The next one, right here, again, I'm gonna rotate, and again, even tone for me, I'm just gonna go density -4. I'm not gonna add any of these. You can if you want to, and I'll hit start again to move on to the next one. Processing, please wait, do not touch the carrier. This is when you don't want to touch the carrier or the negative, or you will have scanner shake. If you haven't seen scanner shakes before, maybe you can Google an example, but it's not a pleasant look on your image. Just a little bit of the rotation. So when I rotate, I'm just rotating for the views and not necessarily for the actual image. So when I get these images back on the hard drive, I still have to rotate it. So that's another step that needs to be done after you scan images. Next, this is the fourth negative. Rotate it again. And this is a little dark. I don't know what happened here, but maybe I underexposed it a little bit. So I'm gonna adjust the density a little bit. Okay. From there, I'm gonna show you a little bit of the options down here. Down here you will have F5, which is tone adjust. You probably recognize or remember this from your presets. If you have bought the Maston preset, there's all soft, all hard, shadow soft, shadow hard, highlight soft, highlight hard, standard. I try to keep mine standard, but sometimes people, they like highlight hard or all hard. It's one of those things that you have to decide on your sauce. Is that for you? Is highlight soft for you? So it is completely up to you. As far as sharpness, I try not to touch any of this. I keep it under normal. F3 is mag. This is the 7.71 is the default, so I'm just gonna keep it as that. Order info. Oh, that goes back there. Print screen. F6. Okay. Order info is nothing. You don't really need to mess around with that. So going back to density, I'm not really crazy about how bright that is. So I'm gonna just go to -8, then hit start. move on to the next one. So this, I'm gonna adjust the density, okay, and I'm good with that. Now once you're done, you hit start again, and then you just repeat the process all day. Alright, so now I'm looking at 16 sheets right here. That means I am done with my film. Normally 645 have 16 images. Once you are done scanning your whole roll, you will hit sort order. Basically that finishes up the job. Hit end, and then that's going to be saving the images on the hard drive, and then you move on to the next job, which is the next roll if you have multiple rolls. So that's going to take a few seconds, and then once that's done, you can move on to the next film that you want to scan. In this case, I'm only scanning one roll for illustration purposes, so I'm going to go ahead and shut down this computer, this scanner, and so I can unplug the hard drive. Sadly, with this setup, I'm not able to just eject the hard drive, so I'm going to go ahead and shut this down so I can unplug the hard drive. I don't want to just unplug the hard drive because I don't want to ruin the hard drive, so I'm going to shut it down by going to post operational check, shut down, and shutting down right now, and that's going to take a few seconds to happen. So I'm going to unplug this hard drive now, and then I am going to load this hard drive to the computer where I can check out the images and edit from there. So next up, we're probably going to work on in a video. We have a Noritsu scanner where we scan some color and also black and white negatives. I'm not really a fan of scanning the negatives, the black and white negatives with this scanner because it's slow. The Noritsu is a super fast scanner, so we're gonna try to scan there, and maybe we'll make a video very soon. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you later.